team, and is headed your way on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division title's a wild card.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a throw here, hauled in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. To throw on 2nd and 10, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Murray now. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, You have to be impressed with how this team has played.
Murray now on first down. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 84 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Second down at 5. To throw is Prescott. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zaven Collins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Marcus Golden in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Murray.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dorrance Armstrong in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Murray. Steps away. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Touchdown. Rondale Moore with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking deep for Elliott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defense... We're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender and work to the defense's advantage on that play.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Again, he finds Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Murray going to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly?
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 75 yards. And the Cards come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen An offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number. Number 12 for him on the year. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And some space here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing. And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Brings up 2nd and 7. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out. Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation. Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run it with Elliott, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown. Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. Murray now on first down, being chased out left. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. The 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go to Elliott again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Draw play, Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sean McKeon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now down to 20. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On play action, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Rolling to his right. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cardinals are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that's Elliott, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. 5 plays there on that drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to throw it. Murray dancing to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. 44 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now down to 20. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. On the move to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray now on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Moore. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there for Arizona.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.